Have you ever wanted to explore a Star Wars world recreated with such details as walking gonk droids? Well, now you can. Have you ever wanted to roam the streets of Mos Eisley and feel lost in the messy layout of the city? Well, now you can. Have you ever wanted to walk into the local cantina, we don't serve their kind here, and freak out because you're standing in the spot where Dr. Evazan said,
"He doesn't like you."
And then also said,
"I don't like you either."
And then you turn around and realize that's where Luke said,
"I'll be careful."
And then Dr. Evazan said,
"You'll be dead."
And then this happened. The arm was on the floor here somewhere. This is where the cantina band stood. This is probably where Greedo got fried. I can't get behind the bar. I really need a drink. Oh, what's down here? Keep calm and search for the droids. All right, I guess I'll go back outside and start looking. Hey everyone, it's Andrew. So what you're seeing here is Star Wars Docking Bay 94, created in Unreal Engine 4 by a small team of talented developers who had some spare time on their hands. The map here is basically a recreation of all significant locations in the entire Mos Eisley spaceport, including the cantina and some of the landing bays. Let's go exploring. As soon as you spawn into the map, you're greeted by one of these dark eye probe droids, one of the ones Darth Maul has. I tried chasing it, but it got away from me. Then I was told it would be unwise to travel any deeper into such a wretched hive of scum and villainy. I agreed. Can you imagine getting lost in Mos Eisley? Well, that happened a little later. I had about 5 minutes where I literally couldn't find my way back to where I wanted to go. The experience felt very authentic to actually being in Mos Eisley, but then I realized when I did this, I actually jumped out of the map. Totally worth it. There's a lot of empty speeders around the map. This one here is Luke's, some sand crawlers in the distance. I thought I'd go meet some Jawas, but was told the Great Mesra Plateau is not to be traveled lightly. I agreed, so instead went and found this writing which translates to droids must be kept on a leash at all times. It's pretty good. Up the stairs here we have an incredibly detailed control room, and here is a life-size Imperial shuttle. One thing this map does really well is it makes you feel the scale of this world. I never realized TIE fighters were this big. Just look at the size of the shuttle. I tried getting inside. You can't go inside. Damn. There's an Astromech Droid with a blueprint for the Death Star, but this isn't the droid I'm looking for. Here's a room for viewing the takeoff and landing of ships in these docking bays. I didn't realize people did this on Tatooine. I guess there's not much else to do on Tatooine apart from moisture farming and pod racing and being attacked by sand people. Now, I'm about to have my mind blown, but first, here is the droid I am looking for. I love the grittiness of this map. Look at these sparks! Whoever knew that 2019 game development would be making me excited about sparks? You remember how I mentioned having my mind blown? I have never seen the Millennium Falcon brought to life in such detail and such scale. That's the ship. That's the real ship right there, I'm convinced. I went to the room for viewing the takeoff and landing of ships, and now I understand why this room is here. I could sit here all day and just watch this ship take off and land and take off and land, and maybe then I'd meet Han and Chewie and we could go inside and play a game of the holo chess or something like that, and then look at the lights in the cockpit, look at the steam coming out of the ship's vents. I tried to get inside. No! But here's a picture of the Solo family. Damn you, Kylo! I'm under the ship. I'm under the ship. I never realized how big this gun was. Look at the blue light coming from the ship's thrusters. Look at the dilapidated red paint. I'm on top of the ship. I'm on top of the ship. I always liked the original satellite dish the best. I'm on top of the cockpit. I'm on top of the Hey, it's R2 again. Hey man, thought I'd come back outside and get some fresh air under the two suns after my total freak out session inside, obsessing over how I'd love to be able to fly the Millennium Falcon and watch it come in and land every day and sit with Ben Kenobi and Han Solo and all the rest of the gang and have a blue milk in the cantina, and you don't want to sell me death sticks. These are the droids you're looking for, and we don't serve their kind here, and all the rest. Can you imagine this in VR? Okay, so there's one more docking bay. Look what I found. Here's another Astromech Droid. Now into the docking bay. I think what's so great about this achievement of game development is the sense of place created within this world. Being able to get up close and personal with these iconic vehicles and locations that we we all know and love, really made me feel like I was living out a part of that Star Wars fantasy lots of us hope to experience. Also, there's more sparks here, and when I got a little too close, the droid turned to me and made a noise as if to say, do you mind? Do you guys remember this crashed ship from the old Star Wars Battlefront 2 on the Mos Eisley map? It's here too, so cool. Okay, now we come to my favorite part of the entire Mos Eisley map. The dev room. Look, it's Anakin and Lando and a Tusken Raider and Ewok and the princess, and they're all here. Everyone's here. I love it. Tarkin. I'll leave a link to the download for this game in the description. It's entirely free and takes up about 7 gig of space. To run it on decent graphics, you might need a somewhat powerful PC, but just note that once you press play, it does take a bit of time to load. But while you're waiting for it to load, let me know in the comments what other Star Wars world you'd love to see game developers bring to life. I personally really love the Hoth map from 2015's Battlefront. Would love to see more like this. And if you like both old and new Star Wars games, then go check out my Battlefront vs Battlefront 2 video, where I compare old Kashyyyk to new Kashyyyk. Thanks for watching this. My name's Andrew. Keep calm and search for the droids.
Stay bombastic.